All right, guys, welcome to our team Zoom tonight. It's kind of weird doing it on a Tuesday. I have like a list of things that I want to go over tonight. Um, so I want to get it started so that we can start asking questions. If you guys have anything that you want to bring up, let me know. So a couple things to get started with. Okay, there's been so many kind of announcements popping up and team events popping up all day today on our team page. So I kind of want to go over everything and just make sure everybody is on board and knows kind of what's going on. And if you have any questions that you can ask them here tonight. Hold on, I mute everybody. So a couple things. So number one, August is, hold on guys, just a second. Come here, Lisa. Come here. Come on over here. Come here. Come here, buddy. Okay, sorry guys. Nixon was like trying to lay on my floor and lay right here, and he was telling me to turn it down. Okay, a couple things. August is behind us. We are in September now, and a couple things that I want to go over really quick. So it's the 5th of the month, and it's crazy because I can't believe it's already number one, the 5th of the month, and I can't believe it's already September to begin with. But I love September, and September is one of my favorite months for so many reasons. And number one, September is a month where like you get out of the summer mode and you really just kind of get back into your schedule mode. You get back into kind of like your routines, and kids are back to school, and life is still happening, but it starts to slow down just a little bit. So you're kind of able to like catch your breath. You're kind of able to like, okay, this is what I need to do, right? And you can kind of start getting through that checklist. But what I always remember about September, you guys, is after a crazy August, August is the month where it's like you're vacationing, you're going back to school. August is always crazy. It always has been. And even in this business, it's always crazy. And so there's something that I want to remind you is that if you had a bad August or you had a slow August, I want you to put that behind you right now, okay? Because you're going to be reminded of it when your commissions post. Okay. And that's something that really hit me today, where it was like your commissions can either get you really excited for the month when your preliminary commissions post, or it can get you really blunt for the month. Okay. So I want you to put 100% August behind you and know that, you know what, it's okay. It happened. August is behind us and we're on to a new month. So it is the 5th of the month, and I want you to look at what you've done this far. Don't wait till the middle of the month. Don't wait till the end of the month and trying to scramble for volume and trying to scramble for your promotion or trying to get everybody on board of where they need to be. Start right now, and I can promise you that when you take the pressure out of this business, you guys, and take the pressure off of you of, trying to get someone to blitz or get someone to host parties or get someone to do this, and you just put one foot in front of the other and one action step in front of the other, this business is going to be so much more fun. Okay. And that's what I want to kind of talk a little bit about for tonight is what all we have going on. Oh, there's a couple people unmuted. What all we have going on this month that you can be a part of and involved in to help grow your business, to help you have fun, to help you make money, and to enjoy what you're doing. So a couple things. The September push group is underway, and I want to explain that a little bit. If you're not in the September push group, you have until tonight to be added to that, okay? The push group consists of daily action steps to help grow your business, and there are things that you guys that we're already doing for our business, but it's just something that we get to do together in a group, okay? And it helps hold each other accountable. It helps to see like who is working versus who is not, honestly. And it helps kind of weed out those people that you can really focus on your runners. So in this group, you have a leader live from multiple different leaders. You have a task for the day and then a personal development, 15 minutes of personal development. So ultimately, it's anywhere from like 20 to 30 minutes, honestly, a day, which is crazy, okay? Because we all have 20 to 30 minutes to work this business. Um, yes, it is the Back to School, Back to Business group. If you are not in it yet, that is what it's called. So again, the point of this group, you guys, is to, yes, hold each other accountable, but is to create those good daily business habits. Because then if you're going to continue to carry on through the days that you don't want to work your business, you're still going to do it because you created those good habits. And it takes, 21 days, you guys, to create a habit. So if you're in this group, think about it. 1 month of this group can maybe be the entire shift of your business that you've needed for a long time. And let's be honest, do we wake up every single day with the motivation to work this business? No. It's a choice and it's a discipline. And you have to decide, how disciplined am I to work this business every single day? How bad do I want it? Whether it's for the fun, whether it's for the freedom, whether it's for the friendships, no matter what it is for, you've got to decide what you want. Why do you want this business to work? Okay. So the September Push Group, again, if you're not in it, you'll have until tonight to be a part of that. The Energy BOGO, that is going on till the 9th. If you haven't already, send a message out to all your loyal customers, even if they have never tried energy or ordered energy, you guys. It is a great way to boost your volume early on. It is a great way to introduce your loyal customers to new products. Something that I have found when BOGOs come out, you guys, is send a voice message, not a text, send a voice message. Anytime that verbiage is posted, just put that in a voice message and just say, hey, I don't know if you've seen or not, but we have a BOGO going on right now for energy. It is so good, or however you want to say it. Or, hey, have you seen the promotion I have going on right now? Keeping it short and simple, but when you voice message somebody, they can hear the excitement in your voice. So that is definitely one tip that I recommend, is always voice messaging about new and exciting things and getting your customers on them as well. Okay, so the new distributor promotion that's starting tomorrow. So a couple things with this. We have the event posted in the team page, the Fearless and Free team page, you guys. If you have not seen it already, I created it tonight, and I've just been adding posts to it, messages to it, pictures to it. So feel free to add to that event, okay? It is for you. It is for your resource. It's for your team's resource. So make sure they are in there. With this promo, that's something that I will say that you can't just post. Okay, you can post, but I recommend going live, and I recommend either voice messaging, calling, or messaging, sending a text out. Okay, because anytime that we've ever had a BOGO announced, anytime we've ever had a promotion announced, the only way that I have seen success come from these is from personal messaging. So if you're sitting there thinking like, you know what, I never get anybody on BOGOs or whatever we have going on, how many personal messages are you sending out? Okay, the best way I can say it, again, is by picking up the phone or sending a voice message and saying, hey, have you seen the promotion that I have going on right now? Go back to your June leads, your $9.99 leads that did not sign with that, and let them know, hey, I know you missed out on that last promo that we had past this summer. Guess what? We have an even bigger one right now. Be excited about it, because if you're excited about it, your potentials are going to be too. And they can really feel that energy. So again, that's why I recommend the voice messaging. So we'll have that event going through Sunday. How long the promo lasts. We'll have that event going through Sunday. And feel free to add to it. Take anything from it. It is for you. On Thursday night, we're going to do an online party directed towards the distributor promotion. And we're going to have a couple leaders helping out with that, sharing stories, kind of sharing where they were at, where they're at now, because of It Works posts, things like that, to really draw in your potential. So make sure you get them added to it. Parties, you guys, are one of the best ways to seal the deal with your leads, okay? Whether it's an online party or a face-to-face party. And that's something that I really, really want to talk about as we go into September is I was thinking about that, the power of parties and what can happen with those, you guys. You can host one party a month and sign 5 loyal customers and be on social media every single day this month and sign 0. Okay. Parties are awesome because when you can get this party pad in front of 5 people face to face in a room and they can feel your excitement, they can see your energy, you can really express what you're all about, what these products have done, people are going to be more apt to join you. When they read a status, think about, like, can they feel that? Can they sense that? Can they see your excitement? Can they see your passion? That's why going live is so awesome, because it's the same thing as almost being face to face, right? People can hear you, sense your excitement, feel what you're all about. So again, parties. If you're not doing online parties or face-to-face parties, book your calendar and mix things up. If you're like, I'm not really seeing anything, try something new. And something that Denise has always taught me, you guys, is when was the last time you tried something new? When was the last time you grew? You know, because the only way in order to promote up, the only way to grow is to, or the only way to go up is to grow. And so when I ask myself, I'm like, okay, why am I feeling stuck? Or why am I in the same spot? You know, I have to ask myself, okay, when was the last time that I truly pushed myself to get to where I wanted to be? Okay. So the party is Thursday. So utilize that event for your potential distributors. And it's a great opportunity for them to see what we're all about. We're going to go through the brand new party pad again that explains a little bit about the company. We will talk a little bit about the product, so feel free to bring loyal customer potentials on there as well. But it will be geared big time towards the distributor side. Sorry, guys. And then, okay, so Thursday party, and then Sunday is our Parade of Homes event. So those of you guys that are local to Tri-Cities, we are going to be doing the Parade of Homes on Sunday, and I'm super excited about this because this is going to be such a fun event, such a vision casting dream board event. So the tickets are $10 at all Circle K locations. Grab your ticket before Sunday, and then we will be meeting up together and doing it together. You don't have to carpool together if you don't want to, but you will have that option as well. So if you guys have any questions about that, feel free to just put it in the chat. So a couple things that I kind of want to leave you with tonight is I want you thinking about something. I want you thinking about, you know, your worth in this business, and thinking about, like, as a leader, leaders don't have titles, you guys. Leader is a verb. And this is something that our CEO, Mark, was talking about today, is leader is about taking action. So no matter how long you have been in this business, honestly, you're a leader if you're taking action. And there are so many of you guys, even on this Zoom tonight, that are taking action, and you are considered a leader. You are considered someone of influence. You are considered somebody that is, you know, watching you and can take after you and learn from you and grow from you. So remind yourself that you have something to offer and to give, and be loud about that. When you are doing something that's working, when you are doing something that you are seeing success from, share that. Share that in our team page, because you have something to offer, and somebody else is probably wanting to learn and know what you're doing as well. So anytime that you learn a new skill, anytime that maybe a party that you're doing that you loved, or just the simplicity of things, share that, okay? Because everybody learns a different way, and that's something that I love about this business, is it doesn't matter your background, it doesn't matter your experience, it doesn't matter honestly what you do, you can experience success in this business however you want to. And the next thing is, wherever you are at in your business right now, just wherever you are at, start right there and go forward. Okay. Identify what you want, create a strategy and a game plan to get there, and dig deep about it, you guys. Dig deep and just be honest with yourself. So, okay, why am I where I'm at right now? You know, and typically it's a reflection of you, and it's typically a reflection of action within you. Okay. It's a reflection of what have I done and what haven't I done. Right. And you know what? It's okay to take a step back and kind of reflect and realize, like, okay, what do I need to change? And it's funny because a couple of you guys I've talked to about, you know, when you're saying, you know, I'm doing this for my business, I'm doing this for my business, I'm doing this. And I'm like, okay, well, none of that is income producing. Okay. And that's where we're really kind of hit you hard, and you're like, crap, you know, I'm not picking up the phone and calling my leads. I'm not sending out those messages to my leads. I'm not blitzing and getting the contact info in return. And yes, you can organize your loyal customers. Yes, you can post on Facebook. Yes, you can chart yourself. Yes, you can do personal development. You can do all these things for your business every day. But what matters most, you guys, is the income producing activities. Okay. So if you're going to post on social media, that can be a part of your 6 list. But every time you post on social media, do you get paid for it? Think about that for a second. But if you're sending out those messages, if you're adding people to your network and then sending those messages out, that's going to bring you the income, right? When you're handing out that Blitz card and then adding them on Facebook or sending them a text, that's going to bring you in the income. So when you think about right now what you're doing currently for your business, what can you shift a little bit? What can you change a little bit? Again, summer was crazy. Maybe you spent too much time scrolling on Facebook or scrolling on social media or being out and about, but never handing out that Blitz card. Maybe never offering to do that party when that person was interested in the products or interested in the business. And that same thing goes for today, you guys, where we don't work this business based on how we feel. We work it based on what we want. And I was so guilty of that this morning. I was just having a rough morning and I went to the grocery store and got my groceries and went to the checkout. And I had an It Works sweatshirt on and I had hold on, guys. And I had an It Works hat on. And hold on.
No te quiero en él. Y vas a estar en él. I'll be your alarm. Tráeme el teléfono.
Okay. I had a It Works hat on and I had a It Works sweatshirt on, you guys, and she kept looking at my hat and I didn't even say anything. Like, I'm so not like me, but I was just not in the mood. And it really hit me in the face where I had to pretty much have a reality check where, hey, regardless if you don't feel like it, somebody else does. Somebody else needs this. Somebody else wants this. And even tonight, like Convianza saved me today so many different times. But if I don't share that and what it's done for me, what it continues to do for me, that somebody else is missing out on this amazing product. So, and I love that. One of the tasks for today in the push group was to share your favorite product and why. Not asking for product testers, not anything like that, but just sharing how it has impacted your life. And that's something that we talk about often is what's that one product you can't go a day without? Right? So again, about this business, when you're out and about and maybe you don't feel like blitzing, maybe you don't feel like talking about the opportunity, think about the person next to you. Whether they need these products or need this opportunity, you have something to offer and give. And I don't remember if any of you guys remember this from a One Team One Mission, but it was like never leave, or it was like something about the person 7 feet in front of you, they always get a Blitz card. Or if somebody is 7 feet next to you, they always get a Blitz card. I don't remember that saying, but one of you guys, I'm sure, remembers what I'm talking about from a One Team One Mission. So I often think about that. I'm like, every person that comes within 7 feet of me, do they know about this business and do they know about the products? So think about that. Yeah, the 7-foot rule. Thanks, Kayla. So think about, how can I change my focus when I'm out and about rather than being in a hurry and getting my groceries and getting home? Think about, how can I impact somebody today? How can I help somebody today? I know how much Convianza has affected my life, so how can I affect somebody else with Convianza? Crystal, make sure to comment on the post in the team page why you want to be a part of the group, and then you will be added to it tonight. I'll get you added in there. Yes, it was Jill and Steph. That's who it was. Thank you, Tammy. That talked about applying that rule to your everyday. So again, identifying what you want, why do you want it, and how bad do you want it? Okay. I know we say it, you guys, all the time, and I know it sounds so cliche and you're just thinking like, okay, I've heard this multiple times. I've heard write down what you want, write down your goals, but I'm not kidding you. Ask anybody on this Zoom today that has written down a goal and it has not come to life by taking action. Okay. Because you can write down a goal and not take action and it doesn't happen. Right? So remember, if you write down a goal and you set out a strategy and you take action and apply that day by day, action step by action step, it's going to happen. Yes, there are Wild Blitz cards that you can get. So a couple things. It's a choice, and I want to know, what are you choosing for September? So I want to hear from a couple of you really quick. What are you doing differently to make it a September to remember? So do we have any volunteers before I call out a couple of you? Because I know I have my eye on a couple of you that I want to hear from. But is there anybody that wants to speak up and unmute themselves really quick? Maybe something they're doing differently this month to make it a September to remember. I've seen a lot of your posts, so I know a lot of you guys are taking action, doing things differently. So, all right, Crystal, can you talk? I don't know if you can or not, but I saw your comment, so I'm going to see if you can. Let me know if you can.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, there you are. Yep. Okay, so I want to hear it. So how are you making it a point to take action?
Follow up Friday.
And what are you doing with that?
I'm actually following up. I'm actually going in and talking to people, and even people that I haven't talked to, just making sure I'm hitting all of my loyal customers. I got the Achievers Playbook.
Oh yeah, the High Achievers Playbook.
Yep. And I've been doing that. I've been making a point 3 times a week to sit down at least 3 times a week for at least an hour to put effort into my business, because I'm wanting to use this to pay off my student loans, because I'll be done with school in 2 months. So I'm really putting the effort in now to make sure that when that time comes, I am reaping what I sowed.
I love it. And so what do you do when you said you sit down for three times a week? You said you sit down. What are you doing during that time?
I try to I reach out to 10 people. I go back and I follow up with any leads, and I add to my, I have a Facebook page that's separate from my personal page, and I make sure I post on there 3 times a week, and I just reach out to anybody who's liked it. I make sure I add more people to that, and I make more posts for future on in the week, so I can make sure I'm still posting. But even if I do get busy and get caught up in life, I still have posts set up for the week to automatically go onto my page.
Awesome. And then you follow up on Friday, and do you send your messages out during the week and then do all your follow-up Friday, or how do you do that?
It depends on the day, but if I have to split it up between 2, reaching the people on my page on one day and then doing follow-ups from the week before on Friday, then I do that. Just kind of depends on the schedule, but I make sure that I always do it. I don't give myself an excuse not to.
Awesome. And I love that you've been loud on the team page lately too. So keep that up, because I know that is helpful when we get to hear from new people and other people. So I appreciate that. So awesome. Thank you, Crystal, for sharing.
Thank you.
Let's see. Kayla said, I am being consistent in messaging, growing my network again, focusing on personal development and tracking my IPAs. So just going to ask you, can you talk? She doesn't have a mic on her computer, but I love that. And I can see your consistency too within your post on Facebook as well. Brittany Burns said, I can't talk, but I'm making sure I'm out in the effort when I don't want to. I put in the effort when I don't want to. I always spend like 30 minutes before bed messaging on my phone, and it's not, messing around on my phone. It's not making me money. I've been messaging during that time instead of making sure I make a six list for the next day to stay on track. Taking action is like making dinner. You can say, oh, we're having spaghetti for dinner, but it's not going to make itself. You have to get up and make it yourself. Ooh, look at you. That was good. I love it. And that is so true. And I think that's something that brings to mind, Brittany, what Mike Patillo said about how, and I think Nicole, I think you've posted this too before, what Mike Patillo said about you can set the dinner table every single night. And just like What It Works does for us, they set the dinner table for us every single night and every single day. And it's up to us to sit down at the table and eat. Right? They literally give us every resource and every tool to be successful. Why are we not eating? Why are we not sitting down at the table, finishing up that plate and doing it every single day? Personal development is like taking a bath. You have to do it every single day. I mean, let's be honest, whose head gets all in the ruts when we're not doing personal development? right? Who decides that they don't want to work this business when they're not doing personal development. I mean, it's such a mind shift when you don't train your brain and keep your cup filled, right? So I thought about that too, is that it's literally a choice, you guys. So deciding that, how bad do you want this to work? How bad do you want to get out of the situation that you're in right now? Maybe it's those, like you were saying, Crystal, your student loan debt. How bad do you want to pay that off? It's crazy to me that we are so willing to sit in the same spot for so long because of fear, because of our mind, because of family or haters or whatever it may be, or the no's. But yet we don't jump to moving forward, right? We don't jump to sit down at that dinner table and eat everything and even eat the dessert, the leftovers, right? So feed yourself every single day. Fill up your cup every single day and know that you are worth every single bit of success that this business has to offer, but you've got to be the one to sit down and eat. You've got to be the one to sit down and fill your cup, because every single one of you guys has the same exact opportunity to be successful in this business, but you got to think about that somebody else is working a little bit harder than you are. And that's something that fuels me and motivates me every single day, is that I know that another presidential is working harder than me to go ambassador. I know that somebody else is following up with 5 more people to go ambassador. I constantly remind myself that I'm like, somebody else out there is working harder than me. So I've got to continue to put my daily action steps in so I can do what I can do. Kayla said, so true. Why is it so hard to change our lives to things that we have always dreamed of? I can't talk. Baby's going to bed for now. I'm just sending messages and posting. My shyness is still a problem, but I'm working on it. When I go to the store, I told family and friends all our babies are still talking about it works. So something that I will say is, if the whole shyness thing, you're totally not alone. You're totally not alone. The confidence will come from doing. The confidence will come from action. And I bet you can ask anybody on this Zoom that was afraid to message, afraid to do a party, afraid to blitz. It all comes from action. You've got to continue to do it over and over and over until it becomes habit, and then until you just naturally do it. Let's see here. Yeah, Kayla said, and we can have that if we want it bad enough. It's there for us to grab it. Exactly. And it's just a choice, you guys. And I think about this, you guys. Honestly, think about this. If you put in the work for the next, say, 3 months, okay, 3 months or even 6 months of true, consistent, daily focused action on what you wanted, and you were guaranteed 100% to get your goal that you've written down, or the dream on your dream board, or the debt paid off, whatever it may be, would you do it if you were guaranteed it 3 months from now or 6 months from now? Why do we not? Why do we not? And I think about that because most often every one of our goals is reachable. We just don't take the action towards it. So it's a short-term sacrifice for a long-term reward, you guys. Kayla Norberg said, personal development helps me combat my depression and anxiety. And when I'm able to push those to the wayside, I can see my potential to kick ass and use it. Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more on that. Alyssa said, what's the best way to message a new person you've recently contacted with without it being like cold messaging? Does anybody want to give her any advice on that before I answer that? What's the best way to message a new person you've recently connected with? Don't tell me no one. Crystal said voice messages. Kayla said get to know them. Alyssa, can you talk? Can I mute you? I don't know if you can talk or not. See if I can unmute you. Alyssa, can you hear me? I don't know if she can or not. One thing that I will say is, if you want to message them, say if you've been connecting with them. Okay. I always comment something nice, but how long should I wait? Okay. I typically will comment on their stuff or message with them for about 2 weeks before I send a message. And so like in your follow-up, like, okay, here's a tip. So you're followed with your leads. If you have a binder of your leads and you have like hair, skin, and nail leads, say like cleanse leads, wrap leads, distributor leads, whatever it may be, and you have all your lists written out. And then I have a recently added list as well. And then I will like go on there and put like the date. So like if I add them today on the 5th, then I'll put 15th follow-up or the 10th follow-up, or I'll send a message. But in that time frame, that period, I'm liking and commenting all their stuff and making myself known on their page. So when I send a message, it's not just right out of the blue, I add them and send a message. Okay. So if I'm going to send a message, Alyssa, I will say something like, hey lady, I've been following your stuff now for a little bit and I can see that you have 2 kiddos. I think you'd be really good at what I do. Or, hey lady, I've been noticing, you're commenting about stress and you're tired or energy. I try to relate something in or put something in like, hey, I love this energy and I had to see if you wanted to be, or if you wanted to try it as well. Or you can say, hey, we just came out with this new promotion and I thought about you, but one thing that I will say that is, oh yeah, Kayla, get yourself organized. I can promise you with that, if you don't have a leads binder already or a leads folder or something, do it now. But don't spend like a million days doing it, because that's something that I totally screwed up at the beginning, was I would spend every day trying to organize this dumb thing. Just keep adding to it. Right, hair, skin, and nail leads from anybody who likes or comments on your post. If it's a cleanse lead, greens lead, wraps lead, whatever it may be, anybody that's liking or commenting on your stuff, keep adding to it. And then once they sign, highlight it. And that's it. Okay. But Alyssa, I would just like and comment on their stuff and then voice message them like Crystal said, if you haven't already, but continuing to talk with them. And then, but the biggest thing is sending that message, sending that initial message. Like, hey, I don't know if you'd be interested or not, but I think or say, hey, I don't know if you'd be interested or not. I'm doing a health challenge and I'd love to have you be a part of it with me. Liz Clark brought up a good point today too, you guys. She was like, I kind of want to start like a cleanse and grains challenge. I want to do it and I want to like get people on it and like hold each other accountable and take pictures within like the small group of people. And I'm like, you can get creative and do things however you want in this business. Just have fun with it. Just have fun with it. And so, that's something that you can do, Liz, is we were just talking about products that you want to use the other night, in Spokane. So even think about that. Like, hey, I'm getting started on Convienza. I'm so excited about this product. I'm looking for 3 people to try this product with me. Would you be interested? I know that anybody would love this product. Something like that. So it kind of keeps it a little bit more personal and related back to you as well. Let's see, Kayla said, I have one section in my work binder, but I want to separate them out into products. So simple. I don't know how I didn't think of a binder. Thank you. Yes, that is something that I have. A leads binder and your 6 list every day. So hopefully that was helpful. I just want you guys to know that taking action is going to be the biggest difference in your business for the month of September, okay, compared to August. So you've got to decide, what action are you going to take every single day, whether that's creating your 6 list and putting 3 income producing activities and then like 3 life things that you've got going on that day. But get yourself organized to the point where you can set aside that 20 to 30 minutes of it works time. You guys, it doesn't take much time to be successful in this business. It just takes intentional time. Okay. You've got to decide when you're going to do it and do it, even if you don't feel like it, because the feelings will follow. Okay. Even if you're feeling like you don't want to message and you do it anyway, you'll be glad you did when you're done. Okay. And that's one thing that I have learned, that the feelings will always follow after the Blitz card, after the party, after the message, after the post, after the live video. Push yourself to that next level this month so that you can grow, your paycheck can grow, your team can grow, and you can change more lives in the process. So I appreciate and love every single one of you guys. I want you to know that you are worth every single ounce of success this business has to offer. You just got to take it from here to here and work like it and take one action step in front of the other, write your goals down, and do what you got to do. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Again, if you want to be in the push group, comment on the post and I'll get you added tonight. But that is all I have for you guys tonight. I hope everyone has a great Tuesday. I cannot believe I feel like it's Monday, but a great Tuesday, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye, guys.